Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Omni viewer, and I'm here with more news regarding Godzilla Monster Planet. We've gotten both a new movie poster, displayed here, and a new trailer. Now, similarly to last time, I'm not going to play any actual footage from the trailer here because I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike, but I do have some screen grabs, and that's important because we now have our clearest look at Goji's face. Yes, this trailer finally got to show us Godzilla in action, even if only briefly. So here is our clearest look at Goji's face thus far. I'm still getting a 2014 vibe out of him, although I will admit, now that I'm seeing him from the front, his snout is rounder and narrower than legendary Godzilla's snout. And now that we've gotten this clearer look, I'm not as concerned about Goji's face as I was when we got that image of the Bandai figure. In that video, I'd commented on how Godzilla's face appeared to be a little too detailed, too busy for a piece of animation. Now that we have an actual image from the movie, it's not that busy. The details are still there, but they're not as pronounced as they were in the toy image. So consider that fear assuaged for now. The trailer also helps give us a sense of scale. Now, we've known for a while that Goji will be the biggest Godzilla thus far. That seems to be the trend these days, make Godzilla bigger with each new movie. Based on this shot... Actually, it's kind of hard to tell based on this shot. Yeah, we have buildings there for scale, but we don't exactly know how far away he is in relation to them. However, judging by this and shots later in the trailer, we can probably assume he's slightly taller than Shin Godzilla, maybe in the 500 to 600 foot range. Something else worth noting now that we've gotten 2 trailers and action figure reveals, we've seen no evidence thus far of any creatures other than Godzilla and the Servam. The official backstory for the film is that Earth had to be abandoned due to the advent of other monsters such as Rodan, Anguirus, Dogora, and a couple others. At the moment, we've seen no evidence of them so far. This can mean one of 3 things. 1, they're not going to show up at all. 2, they're only going to show up briefly in flashbacks, such as this one, and not play a significant role in the main plot of the film. Or 3, they're going to show up in the sequels. I'm personally thinking either 2 or 3. It would be a bit weird to set up all that backstory and have it amount to nothing. Plus, saving them for the sequels was probably always the plan. I mean, if they use them all in the first film, what'll they have left for the next 2? But now the question I'm sure you're all really wondering, has any of this changed my concern? Well, yes and no. At the very least, this trailer has given me evidence to suggest that Godzilla will be in this movie for more than just the very, very end. I'm still not expecting him to be in it that much, but my initial fear that he's only going to show up in the very last shot and then we'd have to wait until the sequel to actually see him in action, that's somewhat assuaged. I still wouldn't be surprised if he didn't show up until the end, but hopefully they make good use of him. I still don't necessarily think the plot will hold many surprises for me, but the really important thing is whether or not it's a well-told plot. That's the big thing, of course. If the story is bad, it's bad, regardless of whether it's predictable or unpredictable. As for the animation still has me kinda worried. Like I said, it's that weird form of Uncanny Valley where 3D characters are moving like 2D characters, and I'm not entirely sure my eyes have adjusted to it yet. In regards to Godzilla himself, it's hard to say. The shots we get of him in the trailer are brief. Some shots make it look like he does have weight to him, and some look like he's moving just a little too quickly for something that big. The cinematography looks like it'll be good at least. As always, I'm feeling both anticipation and dread. Some of that dread is starting to leave now that I've seen the latest trailer, but it's not gone yet. As always though, I'm saving my final judgment for when I actually see the movie. But what do you guys think? Was this a good trailer? Does it have you excited or worried? What do you think of Goji's design now that we've gotten our best possible look at him? Do you think those other monsters that were rumored to appear will show up in this film, or be saved for the sequels, or even show up at all? Feel free to leave your thoughts below. Until such time as we meet again, this is the Omni Viewer signing off.